Hi, this is Amber with WaveRez. Today we are going to go over ticket controls specifically. This is the kind of the series of calendar controls. So, in order to get to ticket control, we'll go to settings, calendar controls, and ticket control. Now, things that you would use ticket control for, the main thing is adjusting prices by date ranges. So if you have holiday pricing, blackout pricing, specific pricing for any specific date range or specific time, then we need to edit those prices in here. Because standardly we just have one set default price for each ticket. So in order to customize that, we use ticket control. So I'm just going to give an example of, let's go ahead and just choose like a pontoon rental. We'll adjust Labor Day pricing in this instance. So we want to make sure that it covers all the prices for all the days of Labor Day weekend. So we're just going to make sure that we go ahead and select all. This is done by default, but you can select all as well. And we want to make sure we change that time or that price every single time. So select all. Ticket, we want to go ahead and change the half-day rental. So we're going to change that one. And we said for Labor Day weekend, so we'll just choose Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then go ahead and just do it through Monday on Labor Day. So now we have our date range selection that we want to change prices for this half-day rental for and all these times for the standard pontoon. Now you can go ahead and leave all the days of the week checked. It's only going to apply to the date range. If you were wanting to do like pricing on specific days that were different, you can use that here, but for the purpose of this, we're just going to leave it all checked. Now, once we hit edit, we're going to come into our ticket control edits. Now, there's two different types of ticket control edits. This one is what I like to call the Common Master Update. I'll say Grand Master Update. This is the other type of update other than Batch Update. Batch Update will just have one red box and not any of this stuff to scroll down through. It'll just have one red box. And the reason for batch update is if you pull a large date range or just a large amount of data and there's too many what I like to call line items through here to edit and it exceeds a certain threshold, it will do a batch update instead. Essentially, it's just for faster loading times. It does the same thing as Common Master Update with a few exceptions. So Common Master Update is what we're going to change since we want to change everything that we selected. Everything below is what we want to change. So we have this sell value, and that is going to be our price edit field. Now it does show you what the default value is. If there is already custom pricing set up, it will be in these blocks. See, it says 9.5 is $3.50 for 9 a.m. 9:30 is the same. We've got stop sales on 10 a.m. So as you can see, you can scroll down and kind of see what's already been set up. But for this, we're just going to kind of ignore all of that. And we're just going to go ahead and put in $3.50. That's what we want the new price to be for all of that date selection. And if I put it in this Common Master Update on the top and I hit the down arrow here, it's going to fill every single line item's price below. If I were to go to this master update under 9 a.m. and I were to just put it in here and hit the down arrow, it's only going to fill every single line item that's associated with 9 a.m. So that's why we use the Common Master Update. Usually you're just trying to edit everything that you've selected, so you're going to use the Common Master Update. Minimum field, that's if I have minimum tickets that I want to mandate. If I want somebody to purchase at a minimum of 2 tickets, then I could put 2 in here and just change that for just this Labor Day weekend. If I wanted to change the total amount of tickets for every single time for this particular ticket, this I think, yeah, half-day rental. So yeah, half-day rental ticket, then I could adjust that total here. This trip shock total adjusts trip shock sales only. So in this instance, it does already say 0, but if it did say like 5 and this was Labor Day weekend, I didn't want to sell any of my tickets on TripShock, then I could put 0 in here and go ahead and hit this down arrow, and that is going to make it so TripShock has 0 tickets available for Labor Day weekend, but only Labor Day weekend. So now I've made the one adjustment that I wanted to make. Oh, quickly, we'll go over stop sell. Stop sell is exactly the same as open close tickets. Now that open close tickets has been kind of revamped, we really don't use stop sell in here, but it is an option. Stop sell is essentially stops the sale of these tickets for this selection. Stop sell on TripShock is the same, but it only does it on TripShock instead of on both. So I've got the change that I want to make in here. I hit my down arrow. I filled everything below. I hit make changes and redirect. This is going to save everything for me and change all of those days and times that I selected to $350. And with the redirect button, it's going to bring me back to ticket control with the exact selection that I had already made before. So this way, if now I can just move on to, oh, I want to do my full day pontoon rentals while I'm at it for the exact same selection, I can just change my ticket type, hit edit, and move right back into that Common Master update where I can now adjust the price of this to $700. So go ahead and hit that down arrow. It autofills every single line item below. And I want to go ahead and make changes and redirect again. Now, make changes will save your changes. It just won't redirect you back to ticket control. So that's basically how you would use ticket control. I use select schedules 95% of the time, just so I have more control over exactly what schedules I want to use. Select schedules will include all schedules, even if they are disabled. So disabled in default settings, which they would not be able to be enabled in calendar control settings if they are disabled in default settings, but they will appear here regardless so that I can make price edits for those. And if they do in fact get enabled later by default, the price will still apply. Now, if you were to select only enabled, it's only going to select the times that you have enabled by default. And if you select only disabled, it's going to only select the times that you have disabled by default, which is in settings, resources, trips, schedules. So that's kind of a general overview of ticket control. I think we pretty much went over everything in that section. There are a variety of different things you can do. Like I said, if one more example, if I wanted to just adjust my pontoon rentals like an early bird pricing at 9 a.m. for, let's just do Labor Day weekend as well, then I want to give a half or a discount on my half day rentals at 9 a.m. Then I can just select 9 a.m. only. I'll get that master update because we only have one time. And then I can just go ahead and give a small discount for those 9 a.m. arrival times. And now I'm back to my selection again.